Yo, what's up everybody? Mood616 here, and I'm it. I've been video tagged once again by my boy Zach, also known as Movie Collector 666. Yeah. I have no idea who started this new wave of video tags, so I'm sorry about that. I've watched a bunch of them. I know Claire's done one, I know Clive has done one, James, there's been a bunch more that I've watched. Can't remember them all, but yeah. So anyways, there's 10 questions in this one, and yeah, I was happy to get tagged actually, because I was watching them and going, I got some answers for these ones, so why not? You know, I like doing them. Last time I got tagged, I had my wife help me out with it, but she's in bed because she's all hurt now from playing baseball, fucked up her ankles, so she's all being all whiny and shit, so I hope she watches this. Alright, so getting into the questions here. Sorry, I'm just going to move this a little closer so I can read it. Question 1. What film would you grab if you wanted to watch a tearjerker? Now, I'm a horror fan. I mean, I don't really watch a lot of movies, like romantic comedies, or anything that would actually make me cry. So I actually had to really think about this one, and I did come up with a couple that actually get me going at the end of the films, which are obviously not horror films, but the ones that I came up with, I think I may have even talked about this once before, but one of my choices here is Boys in the Hood. The end of this movie is just brutal. It's just so fucking brutal, man. Like, I'm such a big fan of this movie, and, you know, how it goes down at the end is just so wrong. It's just so viciously brutal, and, you know, you feel for these characters, like, you're so involved with these characters in the film, and then what happens is just, I'm not going to ruin anything if you've never seen this, because I know there's people who have never seen this movie, but, this is just fucking brilliant. John Singleton did a great ass job with this, and yeah, the end, I won't lie, I've bawled my eyes out a few times watching this movie. It's just so brutal. Love this movie. And next up, this one might be kind of a surprise. I chose 2 for this because I watched this one the other night, and it always gets me kind of going. I watch this movie regularly, at least once a month, and that's Trains, Planes, and Automobiles. And I'm talking about the end of the movie, you know, when he finally figures out that, I'm sure most people have seen this. Yeah, you know what, I'm not going to say, just in case no one has seen this. But anyways, the very end of the movie when, you know, they meet the family and stuff, and I don't know, it just kind of does it for me. I know I sound kind of like a wimp right now, but John Hughes is just absolutely he just couldn't do wrong in the 80s. This guy wrote the best fucking movies, man. But yeah, these characters, you get to know them so much throughout the film, and then the end of it is just fucking amazing. Love it. Absolutely love it. One of the films that you own, which is your favorite or favorite edition. So I basically took this question as, you know, your favorite film and then your favorite edition of that film that you own. I picked 2 for this one. Everybody knows my favorite horror film of all time is Dawn of the Dead. Dawn of the Dead, the Ultimate Edition, is one of the favorite editions I have in my entire collection. I have lots of box sets and stuff, but it's the movie itself. This edition's amazing because it has all the cuts of the film. It's packaged nice. I just absolutely love this edition. I answered a question one time on someone's contest. If you could take just one thing with you, what would you take? And I said I would take this. So definitely my favorite edition of my collection. And I picked another one here. I went with my Maniac Anchor Bay tin, limited to 5,000. Maniac is my favorite slasher film of all time, and I just love this edition because it's you know, it's getting harder and harder to get a hold of. Now you don't see a lot of them being sold anymore. Like there's only 5,000 of these, so you know it is pretty rare, out of print for a long time. So, but yeah, my boy Swap Meet Searcher, aka Nick, actually sent me this, which, come to think of it, I haven't seen Nick on YouTube in a long time. So if you're watching, Nick, come on, make a video, buddy. But yeah, I love this edition. It's excellent. Okay, next up. What film character would you want as a best bud? Now, I kind of cheated on this one. I'm not going to lie. I thought about it after, and I was like, I think I'm cheating. But I went with Johnny Depp's portrayal of Hunter S. Thompson in Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. Now, what I mean by kind of cheating, well, Hunter S. Thompson's a real person, so Johnny Depp's playing him. I guess it is a character of, I don't know. Take it how you want. If I'm cheating, I'm cheating. But, yeah, Johnny Depp portraying Hunter S. Thompson, I fucking love this movie, man. I remember watching this when it first came out, and I was just blown away by Johnny Depp's performance of Hunter S. Thompson, because, I mean, if you know a lot about Hunter S. Thompson and the way he was and the way he acted, and Johnny Depp does a really good Hunter S. Thompson. He does a great job in The Ren Diary. I do prefer the book over the movie, I will say. The book is a lot better than the movie. I did enjoy the movie, but the book's way fucking better. But Johnny Depp's performance in both is just amazing. But yeah, I would love to hang out with Johnny Depp's version of Hunter S. Thompson, if that makes any sense. Yeah, so I'm going to go with that one. Film you would recommend. Now, of course, I can never just pick one. So just to prolong the video even longer, I think I picked 5, actually. I believe I may have picked 5 here. Yeah. So first up, I picked a German film called Whole Train. This is a German film that came out, I believe, in 2010. You know what, the year doesn't matter, but I think it is 2000. It's 2010, something rather. Anyways, this is a German a graffiti movie, about these kids that basically, you know, like when you're in the graph world, you know, a big thing in the graph world is painting a whole train in one night. And that's why it's called Whole Train, because it's really hard to fucking do. You need the time, you know, you need watch. It's just really hard to do, and that's what their goal is with these artists, and to paint a whole train. Yeah, I really recommend this if you're into, like, you know, I mean, the music in the movie's hip hop. I guess you can kind of consider this being a hip hop film a little bit, because graffiti being one of the elements of hip hop. But it's just a really well done movie. It's more of like a, you know, it's kind of a drama. I would say it's more of a drama, really. It's a character study of the characters and what they're doing and stuff. And I really recommend this one. It's a really good fucking movie, man. It came out of nowhere, and it's got an awesome, awesome soundtrack to it. So, Whole Train. Definitely check out that one. Next one is an oldie but a goodie. A lot of people know about this one, have seen this one, but I was sticking kind of with the hip-hop movies. But Fear of a Black Hat. I fucking love this movie. It's basically the hip-hop version of Spinal Tap. You know, it's about a fictitious hip-hop group that, you know, it's just like Spinal Tap. It's fucking this movie's so ridiculous. It's so ridiculously funny. It's just a good time. If you like these type of movies, if you want to sit down and watch something, not take it serious, Fear of a Black Hat, amazing. So funny. Switching up, you know what? Actually, I'll show this one first. This is a documentary called Style Wars. This is about graffiti in New York in the early 80s and stuff, and like how these artists did it, and, you know, and what their goals were, and it's just really, really fucking interesting. Lots of bonus features, lots of extra, you know, footage and stuff, and really, really good documentary. Like, this is one of my favorite documentaries ever made. Absolutely love Style Wars. So if you're into graffiti and stuff, like, I love graffiti. I think it's just brilliant. I think maybe because I can't even draw a stick, man. I wish I could, you know, do graph and stuff. I just think it's so cool looking. But yeah, I just have lots of respect for these guys and what they did, and just creating this whole, like, subculture and stuff. And very interesting stuff, very cool stuff. Next up is a film that, you know, a lot of people know about, but I try to recommend this because I find a lot of people have never seen this one. But Once Upon a Time in the West, Sergio Leone's film from, I believe, '69. Yeah, of course, starring Claudia Cardinal, which is so hot, Henry Fonda, Charles Bronson, Jason Robertson. This is an excellent fucking Western. I love this movie. It's so awesome. For you people that, you know, watch the Horse on My Family, of my channel, I have mentioned before, I'm a really big Western fan. I love Westerns. I have shit tons of them. But this is one that always sticks out to me, and I just love it. I recommend it. And finally, I recommend this movie because I'm a really, really big Paul Giamatti fan. I think he's one of the best actors out there. Doesn't get really enough recognition, but I'm glad that he, does movies like this because he's just so fucking brilliant. And American Splendor, based on, the, what the fuck is the dude's name again? I can't remember. But anyways, based on the real life guy. Man, Paul Giamatti portrays him so amazing in this movie. This is just a brilliant, piece of cinema right here. I fucking love this movie, man. It's great. Check it out if you've never seen it. Yeah. Question number 5. Character with the best fashion sense. I didn't even think twice about this. The first thing that came to mind was Spicoli from Fast Times at Ridgemont High. I don't know why. I just instantly just thought of how goofy he was, and just it's not even, there's nothing even special about it. I just thought that it just kind of stuck out to me. So I'm going with Spicoli from Fast Times at Ridgemont High. Yep. Next up, movie with the kind of life you would want to live. Now, is that? Oh no, wait a minute. That is not the next question. Question number 6, most inspirational film. Now, I thought about this for a little bit, and it was kind of driving me nuts because I didn't want to go with Rocky. Rocky was the first thing I thought of. And then, I just kept thinking sports movies. And I'm like, well, it's so cliche to say it. So I just kept thinking about it, and then bam, it just hit me. Dead Poets Society. This is really inspirational to me because I went to college, as an English major and wrote. Like, I have a poetry book, and yeah, and then watching this back in the day, even before I even decided that I wanted to go to college and actually write. But yeah, it just dawned on me. I was like, totally inspirational. This is a good one. Love this movie. Robin Williams is brilliant in this. This is just a fucking. It's kind of sad, towards the end and shit. I think this is just a brilliant movie. It's one of these ones that you actually get to watch in school. I think I remember watching this in grade 9 English class or something like that, or grade 10 or something rather. No, it would have been grade 10. And awesome movie. Love Dead Poets Society. Okay, yeah, so next, question number 7. Movie with the kind of life you would want to live. Now, I kind of took a different approach to this. I didn't want to go with, an actual, say living in Gotham City. Or something like that. I kind of wanted to take a little different approach to this. Now, I would want to... I don't even know how to explain this, because this movie in itself is hard to explain, but... Being John Malkovich. I absolutely love John Malkovich. I think he's just brilliant. I think it's so hilarious that they made a movie called Being John Malkovich, and you go through this porthole and you can actually see, you go into this world where John Malkovich's soul, I don't even really know what it is, but you can see through his eyes, and you're being John Malkovich, just what you are. This is my answer. I don't really know how to explain this, but I think seeing through John Malkovich, or being seen as John Malkovich, would be really cool, I guess. Just because he's a cool dude. I don't know. I think this is one of the quirkiest fucking movies, man. I really don't... I can't stand Cameron Diaz as an actress, but, she doesn't really ruin anything for me in this movie, because she's quirky herself, and she kind of fits the, the role in this. John Cusack's brilliant in this movie, man. And John Malkovich is just amazing, too. Just a brilliant piece of weird cinema. I love this movie, but I would like to be in that world. I don't know, because it's just so fucking weird. Okay, films you can watch over and over again. I'm not going to show DVDs on this one, but like Dawn of the Dead, Return of the Living Dead, I watch at least once a week. Trains, Planes, and Automobiles, The Labyrinth, The Goonies, Friday. Anything by Tarantino, man. I think Zach said the same thing, but it's totally true. I can always watch a Tarantino movie. Office Space is another one that I've watched hundreds and hundreds of times. I never get sick of it. It's just so... It's one of those perfect comedies that never gets old, It's like Friday to me. Friday never gets old, man. The soundtrack, the characters, everything's so much fun. The Big Lebowski, it's another one of those movies that just has the best type of characters that you just want to see over and over again. There's just lots. Dazed and Confused, Ghostbusters, fucking. I don't know. For like, if I had to pick a Kevin Smith movie, it's Mallrats. I love Mallrats, and everybody knows that I love movies based in malls. Not a horror movie, but Mallrats is a perfect example of, you know, in a mall. Obviously, love it. But anyways, list can go on. There's tons of movies. Where do you buy your movies? Now, I live in a small city. Like, we're just under 100,000 people here, so we don't have much left here. You know, I can't just like physically go around, you know, to places, and like we don't have. I think there's one movie store left in this, one rental place left in the entire city. I'm not even 100% sure it's still there, to be honest. Like, all of our Blockbusters, everything's closed down. Everything's going under. Like, we have an HMV, a Future Shop. I don't even have a Best Buy here. There's lots of the major stores. Like, we don't have Fry's in Canada. We don't have any of that shit. So, you know, I do buy some stuff from HMV and Future Shop, and maybe Target. But I buy the majority of my stuff online, and I buy from multiple places. Like, I will buy from Amazon.ca, Amazon.com, Amazon.uk, Amazon fucking GE, or DE, I think it's Germany, France. I'll buy from random places like Second Spin. Fuck, I don't know, man. I buy movies all over the place on the internet. Diabolic DVD. I buy from a lot of, like, if an independent horror movie comes up and the director has a website, I'll usually purchase it straight from the website. I love to support them directly. And yeah, that's pretty much internet, man. eBay. I don't know, just everywhere. Okay, moving on. Last question. What character would you want to be romantically involved with? Basically, the first thing that came to mind was any character that Jennifer Connelly's played. But the first two that came to mind was her character in Dark City. I thought she was fucking beautiful in that movie. Yeah, I've been obsessed with Jennifer Connelly pretty much my entire life. And Labyrinth was the movie that really did it for me. This movie came out... When did Labyrinth come out? 85, I think? Yeah, I think it's 85, something like that. 85, I think Jennifer Connelly was actually 16 in this movie. I would have been 5. Or something like that, rather. No, I think she was only 14 in this movie. I can't remember. But anyways, it was like my first introduction to her when I was a kid. And just, I fell in love with her. So, pretty much anything that Jennifer Connelly's in. You know, she's always been my girl. But, yeah, so that's the 10 questions, and I hope I answered those okay for you, Zach. I didn't even think about tagging somebody. Holy shit, I just thought of that right now. I don't even have anybody in mind. Fuck. But you know what? I'm positive he hasn't been tagged yet because I haven't seen a video come up, or maybe he has been, he just hasn't done it yet. But I'm going to go with my boy, JP. Double Shot J. I'd like to hear his answers because he's always got great videos. He's always got good answers, and everything about JP's is awesome. So, yeah, JP, I tag you. Let's get a video up, buddy. Alright, man, I'm done. I think this video's gone on way too fucking long. So, anyways, thanks a lot, Zach. Peace out.